went to a youth conference in Papua New Guinea. And the last night of the conference, we know this guy was in his crutches and his feet were like bent up and he was basically walking on crutches. And he was standing at the gate. This guy was 37 years old. Standing at the gate every night of the service until the last night of preaching. I came up to him and I said, well, why are you here? And he goes, well, I believe that Jesus is in town. And he turned up and I said to him, do you want this Jesus to heal you, to restore your walking capability? And he said, yes, sir. And I said, okay, once the preaching is over, I'm going to call you to come up. And it was a youth conference, thousands of people. And then after the preaching, before the altar call, I called him up. And so the youth, they lift this guy up and they carry him up to me. And they had more faith than me, I'll be honest. Because they broke those crutches into pieces and threw them away. And I was too busy watching the crutches. Yeah, I preached that Jesus is in town. But what about the crutches? What if? So they brought this guy up and we laid hand on him and we started to pray for him. And he left those crutches. I was praying and I was like, Lord, what about the crutches? And all of a sudden, Jesus showed up. And this guy started doing dancing. His legs was just coming out and started to dance. And he danced and danced and start running around in circle. And he just danced and danced. He has let go of something that day. He had let go of his disability that day. He had let go of all the things that hampered him and obstruct him in his way. Ever since he was a born boy, ever since he was a little boy, that day he gave his life to Jesus. Hallelujah. Jesus is still the miracle working God. He was back then. He is still today. So I am here to call anyone to step up. If you need to let go of some things today, the altar is open. You can come. And I want to invite anyone that you need Jesus right now. Try Jesus out. Hallelujah. Jesus is the remedy.